For those of you that are tuning in late, I'm Gene Simmons and you're not.
Iain Lee. It's about love and life. And live radio wrestling matches. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Whoop, whoop!
Iain Lee.
Absolute Radio.
I am more bloated than I've ever been. Thank you, by the way, to Ben Jones for another excellent show. I wasn't listening. I'm assuming it was excellent, as it generally is.
We were out.
We went out and we went to a little diner around the corner. Now, bearing in mind, on the way to work, just before I left for work, I had a huge Chinese meal delivered. So we're going on a holiday tonight when I get home.
So don't want to have any new food in.
No.
You'll go off.
So we had Chinese food delivered. I ordered too much, ate it, was bloated, felt a bit sick. Then got to work, and then Eloise, my producer, said, "Oh, you're going to get a milkshake?" I said, "What? You're going to get a milkshake?" So we went and got one of those malt milkshakes, a cookie, Oreo cookie.
Oh.
And it's one of those ones where they give you a glass and like a big pitcher, and you pour it into the glass. But there's about 3.5 glasses in this pitcher.
At least.
And I feel I feel drunk on food. I've got a bit of a headache. Really bloated. My the bikini figure has gone right out of the window.
It was so delicious, though.
It was delicious, but I could barf. That's American for puke.
Yeah.
At any point. To ease the matter somewhat, I've taken my shoes off. And I recommend you do the same, Eloise.
Mine are aired anyways, because they're flip-flops.
But just think, but the flip-flop, you're gripping with the toes. If you take that off, you won't be gripping. Oh, you've got bare feet, have you?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Well, I don't need them, because look, they're pretty out there anyways.
Well, take them off.
Well, I don't need to.
Take your shoes off.
Why?
We're having a no-shoe special.
Well, I'm not taking part. I can't be
Unbelievable.
bothered to get them off. They're Velcro and everything.
Velcro.
Difficult.
Dear listener, if you are listening, the way to enhance your viewing pleasure are twofold. At midnight, press your red buttons on your Sky Plus boxes. More on that later on. But, first of all, I suggest you take your shoes off. Oh, God, I'm going to chuck during this show, I know. Has anyone ever thrown up on air before? I know Charlie Wolf fainted once, but I don't know if anyone's ever actually chucked up. But we have the silver bin in the background, which is ready if I need to. Take your shoes off tonight, dear listener. I've just turned my bit of paper over where I write all of my ideas for the show. I realised it is blank. It is blank. I did jot some stuff down.
Normally you write them on the playlist.
This is the playlist.
Oh.
I did jot some stuff down. Bear with me. Hang on a second. Oh, yes, I remember. Okay, I've written it down. See if you can read my handwriting. Let's see if you can read what I've written there.
People come off.
These are the topics for tonight's show.
LMC Connor Drum. Too Fast, Too Furious.
Okay, yeah.
People come off.
Okay, shall I tell you what those are?
Yeah.
Too Fast, Too Furious is I saw a guy at a bus stop, right, covered in tattoos. And I don't like tattoos, I think they're repulsive. I like the tramp stamps, the ones just above the anus, which means they both entrances are acceptable. Although I wouldn't want to marry a woman who had that on her back. I think it just looks...
it's just for fun.
It's just for fun. But this guy was covered in tattoos. He had the sleeves and everywhere. But bizarrely, he had on his neck a huge tattoo, Too Fast, Too Furious.
Maybe he's a fan of the film.
Well, that's it. That's the film, isn't it? That's a car film. And it was in the logo, the Too Fast, Too Furious logo. I've never seen the film. I've seen the posters for it. That seems an odd film to have tattooed. It's like
It's
like having Arthur 2 on the rocks. Sorry, am I keeping you awake?
No, it's that milkshake.
It's like having Arthur 2 on the rocks or Ghostbusters 2 tattooed on you. Why would you have that sequel? Goonies. Did they ever make a sequel of the Goonies?
No.
They should do, with all of the kids now as they are.
Yeah.
Are they all alive?
I think so, but...
Didn't one of them die?
Ooh, I don't know.
0330 123 1215. Are all the Goonies alive? And if not, who's no longer with us? I thought there was someone who'd...
I think one of them had some issues, I remember that.
was one of them Corey Feldman?
Yes.
Oh, is he still alive? I don't know if he is.
I think he is.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Stand By Me. They're not all alive from Stand By Me. One of Stand By Me kids is dead, isn't he?
Never seen that film.
Have you never seen Stand By Me?
No.
Oh, what? It's brilliant. It's got Jerry O'Connell in it.
Who's that?
He's in Sliders. And he's in Kangaroo Jack.
Sliders, not seen Kangaroo Jack.
And I think he's in Jerry Maguire.
I've seen Jerry Maguire.
He's in that.
What's his name again?
Jerry O'Connell.
Don't know.
Okay. By the way, the listeners, you have my permission at 11:15 to switch off the radio, go to Film 4 and watch Time Crimes. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant film. I would rather people had their lives enriched by watching that movie instead of actually having their lives de-riched by listening to this guff. I'm just being honest, and that's how I see these things, so that's it. So, Too Fast, Too Furious Tattoo. Have you seen a more... Why is this guy banned?
I can't remember. You banned him, though.
Bad language. Well, there's bad language. I can't. I mean, we've got. We're not in delay, are we?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're in delay. Okay, well let's try. Yes, what are you on?
No, I'm not. I'm on bed.
Oh, I know exactly. I know you're banned. You're right. He's an idiot. So, Too Fast, Too Furious. Have you ever seen a more bizarre, ridiculous tattoo? 0330 123 1215. Or if you've ever seen any other movies represented on... I've never seen a movie represented in a tattoo. So, could there be someone running around with a Get Him to the Greek tattoo?
They've got Twilight tattoos at the moment.
Oh,
Everyone
that is just nonsense. It's because it's vampires and it's gothic. It's sexy gothic vampires. Listen, kids. Listen, the 15-year-old girls, there is nothing sexy about being a vampire. They are not allowed out in the daytime. But
They are. That's a myth.
What do you mean that's a myth? So Twilight...
It's all a myth, obviously, but...
Twilight is rewriting vampire history, is it? Utter bullshine. Kids, vampires are not sexy. Whatever this propaganda they'll have you believe is happening on the cinema screens at the moment.
He's sexy.
Also, are all of the Goonies alive? Are any of the Goonies dead? Corey Feldman, what's he up to these days? Yes, this is what this other one was. People you have gone off of or like more because of a dream. I had a dream last night. We had a live ISDN link-up. Could you stop yawning?
I can't help it.
If you're going to yawn, could you go in there and do it where I'm not looking at you? Seriously, are you going to yawn again?
I haven't got one for the moment. If I do, I'll run out. Don't give me that look.
I had a dream last night but we had an ISDN link-up with Belinda Carlisle, who I did ask you to get as a guest once, and you failed miserably. And I was
with the other million.
And I was very excited because I like Belinda Carlisle. I had a little crush on her. And she was chatting a little bit, but then very quickly, she went straight into I've got a new album and I'm doing some concert dates. I was like, all right, well, let's do that then. Let's get that out of the way. And then she started playing down the ISDN line 4 songs from her new album. And I'm there with, it wasn't you, but I pretend it was to make you feel good, you and someone else. I'm going...
Who was it?
It was Davis. And I'm going... well, is she going to play another one? And it was like, don't worry, when she's finished, you can carry on the interview. And I'd worked out the next question was going to be, my wife, this is true, my wife, when she gets anxious or nervous or has to go for an injection or an operation or something, she sings Circle in the Sand, but very, very quickly. And that's how I know. She goes, circle in the sand and round, ever loving love is what we found. And I go, are you anxious? She goes, no. I go, yeah, you are, I can tell. And so I was going to ask Belinda Carlisle if she had a song that she sang fast when she got anxious. The song's finished. She'd gone. So imagine it's the end of Imagine that this is it's not. This is the Who. But imagine this is the end of the 4th song Belinda Carlisle has played. Hang on a second. Here we go. So there we go. So Belinda, hello Belinda? Belinda Carlisle? Belinda Carlisle? She buggered off, which was annoying. Oh, hang on, they're back. I wasn't expecting it to do that. I was expecting that to start from the beginning. So, people you have gone off of or like more because of a dream you had. 0330 123 1215 is a telephone number if you want to give us a call. I'm on my holidays for 2 weeks. Well, a holiday for a week and then doing some nonsense for a week. So I won't be here for 2 weeks. So tonight is your last opportunity for 2 whole weeks to get involved with the show. And in about 7 minutes, we've got Michael Winslow from the Police Academy movies coming on the line, which I'm very... very excited about. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. Shaggy?
Yeah.
Be with you after the Who?
I'll call in.
Yeah, I might be with you after Michael Winslow. Yeah. Robbie Dove?
Yeah?
I'll be with you after the Who and possibly after Michael Winslow.
All right.
Can you wait?
Yep.
Shaggy, can you wait?
Yeah, man.
You sure?
Yeah, man.
OK, lads. Well, listen, I'll put you on the same line so you two can chat to each other if you want.
Lovely.
All right, you can talk to each other for the next 10 minutes or so.
OK.
All right, boys.
Cheers.
Ta-ra. 0330 123 1215. Boys and girls, it's going to be a bloody good show tonight.
that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute.
Radio.
Okay, I'm very, very excited. The next guest we have on the show, I've been trying to get on the show for a long, long time, and we have finally made it happen live from Orlando, Florida. It's Michael Winslow. Hello, Michael.
Hey, how are you? Well, good evening or hello.
Yes, what time is it over there?
Over here, it is 20 after 5, early evening.
I never realised you have the voice of a posh Englishman, sir.
Thank you, thank you, 007. Now, pay attention. This is your exploding hedgehog. Remember, underneath the naughty bits is the Stinger missile. Yes, that one's right there.
For those who don't know who Michael Winslow is, and shame on you if you don't know, now he's described as the man of 1,000 sound effects. Is that actually 1,000? Have you counted them all up?
Actually, we're past 10 now.
10,000?
Yeah, because, if you remember every film and all the other different pieces, by the time you finish putting it all together, it becomes something like that, especially when we start doing games.
Yeah. How do you go about... Okay, let's go back to the start. When did you start realising that you had this amazing ability to impersonate pretty much any sound?
Oh, not necessarily any sound, but the most convenient sounds, like the ones that are closest and easiest to get your hands on.
Right, so there are some sounds you can't do.
Well, you never put yourself in that position because, you have to have a need and a specific use for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you can't just do the sound of the ocean. You have to have like 5 or 6 things that are in context, like oh man.
Well, okay. When did you discover that you could do this? Because it's an odd skill.
It is kind of odd, but one thing I did learn is that you never make that particular sound in front of certain animals,
right?
Because they will bite you.
Really?
Oh, sure.
So you've done something in front of like a lion or something, and the lion's going, "Hang on, he's doing a zebra. I'm having him."
Well, actually, we had a speech pathologist have me do the sound of a tiger to see how close I could get to the actual sound.
Yeah.
I got about 93%.
Can we hear the tiger?
Well, here's what you do. We got to, again, let's put it in context.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's have Mike Tyson, the tiger, a bit of a hangover, and some cereal. Okay, here we go. Man, I gotta find that tiger, man. Oh, there you are. What's the matter? Where you been? You want what? Cocoa Puffs. You crazy.
Michael, has anyone told you you're actually bonkers?
Of course.
Good.
You know what? I use it for the powers of good, believe me.
No, exactly. As long as you're not using it for evil, that's the only thing. Now, listen, I'm going to mention 2 words, and I want to see your reaction. Police Academy.
Actually, good news.
Is it good news?
They announced, New Line Cinema announced there's going to be Police Academy number 8.
Is this actually going to happen?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to actually happen.
Because this has been rumoured for a long time, and Steve Guttenberg has been over here a few times, and I was very lucky enough to go out for dinner with him a couple of nights.
Oh, you did?
A lovely, lovely gentleman. And he was kind of saying that there was talk of a Police Academy 8, but it didn't look like it was going to happen, and maybe it will. And so it's happening, is it?
Well, they announced it. I guess I was reading about it in the Hollywood Reporter. So it was New Line Cinema. They announced it in March. So that means it's going to take them some time to get the script and the director and all those things together. But they went ahead. They have it, and here we go.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm a huge fan. This may put you off me slightly, but 3 friends of mine and myself watched all 7 Police Academy movies in one day.
Really?
Yeah, it was hard work.
That's a very full day.
It was hard work. Police Academy 6 is surprisingly excellent.
It is.
It's my second favourite after the first one, I think. It's a very strong movie.
It's like a whodunit.
It is. 7, Mission to Moscow, I didn't understand in the slightest, but that may be just because I'd seen 6 movies previous to that, and it was my brain was fried.
Well, that's okay. Delirium is required.
It is a little bit. Well, listen, that's exciting. It's not. So it's not one of those things. Because sometimes I've interviewed like film stars or TV stars, and you mention the big movie, and they're like, "Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. You know, that's in the past." You're not like that.
They always do that. I never could figure that part out.
It seems a strange thing. Listen, the reason you're on the line, let's do the business, is because you are coming over here to do a couple of shows, I think, on the 12th and the 13th of July. So that's, hang on, with 9th, 10th, 11th, that's Monday and Tuesday of next week, I believe.
You going to come see us?
Do you know what? I'd love to. I would love to, but I'm going on holiday tomorrow.
Oh, where are you heading to?
I'm going to one of the Greek islands.
Oh, you sure you can just spend an extra day? Well, you know what? That's a good choice.
No, listen, man, I would love to, because I've been desperately trying to get you on the show for the last couple of years, and we almost did once, and then it didn't work, and so I would love to. How you haven't been over? Have you done shows in the UK before?
I have, and I would love to do a whole lot more. But all things in time, little at a time.
Okay.
And, there'll be little surprises and things, and this show's going to be a lot of fun, because I want to make sure that there's enough music in there for everybody, and enough comedy and enough what you call a special naughty bits, funny bits.
Naughty bits is going to be, is it? A little bit rude?
Not really, just fun.
Okay, the show is...
Okay, slightly irreverent.
Good. I like it. It's going to be on the 12th and the 13th of July. It's at the E4 Udderbelly, which is at the South Bank Centre. It starts at 9 p.m. We'll give out the web address and everything a little bit later on. When I first saw you in the Police Academy movies, I thought, as I think a lot of people did, well, they've just dubbed that over. Him doing the thing into the intercom where he's doing the machine guns and the Space Invaders game, that's dubbed over. And then someone played me a clip of you, I think it's you watching a tennis match or something. In your stand-up routine?
Yeah, there was something like that. I think I had John McEnroe playing Venus Williams.
Yeah, and it's the most incredible thing I've seen, man. You are a genius. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, thank you.
And do you write the stuff yourself? Have you got a team of writers? Do you sit at home all day annoying your family by going, "Hey, I've got a new routine, I think"?
Well, actually, nowadays people walk up to me and have sounds for me, so that's plenty annoying and fun right there.
Very quickly, I'm just reading your bio here as well. It says you did some bits and pieces for King of the Hill as well, did you?
Well, yeah, also Family Guy.
Oh, really?
I got to be a haunted house.
Now, when you were growing up, did you ever think you'd get to say that sentence? I got to be a haunted house.
I knew something important was going to come out of all this.
Well, Family Guy and King of the Hill, two of my favourite cartoons, so it's wonderful that you've done that. And what else have you got in the future, Michael? Have you got any more movies coming up? Any more TV?
Well, there's some new things coming up. I just started a little miniature network that we're going to just start to stoke like a fire and just grow it like crazy on Michael Winslow TV, which is over off of YouTube.
Okay.
Which sends people to michaelwinslow.net.
Yep.
But mainly, I had a chance to do some experiments on some things. We have some iPhone apps that are ready now.
Oh, fantastic.
And one of them is called That's Kung Fu. And what you do is you take the phone and install it, and if you shake it at your friend, it'll go...
Beautiful.
That's Kung Fu.
Beautiful. I'm there. I'm downloading it.
And also one called Noisy Man, which has games, because I kind of figured it's time to get into interactive noise games anyway.
So you're instead of imitating games now, you're actually making games?
Sure, why not?
Sweet.
And also some good news. Mr. Bill Cosby was able to help me with a certain children's television program.
Wow.
That I'm going to have out after Christmas.
Fantastic. And what's this? Is it a cartoon? Is it? Are you in it?
Both.
Okay. Wow.
It'll be very strange, I promise.
What's Bill Cosby like?
Lots of noises.
What's Bill like? Is he grumpy? Is he lovely? What's he like?
I find him to be quite lovely.
Yeah.
Myself.
He's just been around forever. He is one. You listen to some of his early LPs from the '60s. Man alive, that guy is. And he does his stand-up shows nowadays still can last for like 2.5 or 3 hours or something, can't they?
It can. And you know what? When you can get to see him live, I recommend that anyone who gets to see it, go ahead and see him.
I wish he'd listen. Have a word with him. Get him to come over to the UK, will you?
Oh, I'll mention it.
Please do, man, because there will be a huge audience for that. Michael, listen, I'm going to let you go, sir. Let me just say again the dates. He's at the Udderbully, the E4 Udderbelly, which is at the South Bank Centre. I think it's a huge inflatable upside down cow or something like that.
It's okay. I'll get it for you. Get away from there.
Thank you, Michael. On the 12th and the 13th of July, we'll get the website and we'll give that out later on the show. Michael Winslow, it's an absolute pleasure to talk to you, and thank you very much, for being in the Police Academy movies and doing all the stuff you do. It's a joy and a pleasure to speak to you, sir.
Thank you, man. I'm honored, and I'm going to go ahead and give our little Pikachu here some rum. That's interesting, isn't it?
Oh, man, I so wish I could come next week. Come to the UK again, mister, because I want to come and see you.
I will.
Michael, it's a pleasure. Take care, mate.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Oh, jeez, it was feedbacking, and then I put it over my ears. And I've now gone what I like to call a little bit deaf. MichaelWinslow.net is the place for all the Michael Winslow information. And again, to reiterate, he's Monday and Tuesday, the 12th and 13th. I think that's Monday and Tuesday. At the Udderbelly at the South Bank Centre. And check him out on YouTube, because the bits I've seen, the man is actually a vocal genius. We left Shaggy and Robbie chatting to each other like birds in a tree, twittering away. How are you, boys?
I'm not bad.
straight.
How are you?
Okay.
I'm not gay.
Okay, Shaggy, that's great to know. I'm well, Robbie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, now, sorry to keep you waiting so long, but I guess you've bonded. Tell me what you learnt about Shaggy, Robbie.
He's boring. He's a bit like Vinny.
Shut up.
He says shut up a lot, and some other things which I can't say on the air.
Okay, and Shaggy, what did you learn about Robbie Dove?
He's a bit of a weird.
Okay, well, I think one thing we all learned, Shaggy, is that your phone is pony.
Well, it's my mum's.
Yeah, well, your mum's got a rubbish phone. It's funny, because I gave her a lot of money last week. You think she could afford a new one. Anyway, Robbie Dove, let's start... I can't understand what you're saying, Shaggy.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah. Robbie Dove, let's start with you. What have you got for us?
I wanted to know, how do you know my surname?
Robbie Dove from Park Street, Hertfordshire.
Don't say that. It's St Albans.
Does Park Street, Hertfordshire.
But don't say that.
Park Street, Hertfordshire.
But you don't say where I live.
Robbie Dove, Robbie Dove, Robbie Dove, 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 Robbie Dove, Robbie Dove, Dove, Dove. Sorry?
Losing. Every time you clicked your fingers, we lost 5 listeners.
Yes, I know. Hang on.
Are you on drugs?
I'm clicking. What do you say, Shaggy, about drugs?
Are you on drugs?
Yes, I am. Yeah. Anyway, Robbie Dove, what do you want?
I wanted to sort of fulfil the topics. What's going? What's cooking in the pan?
Okay, these are the ingredients that we are serving up for our dinner this evening. I saw a gentleman with a tattoo of the Too Fast, Too Furious movie logo on his neck. And I wondered if you'd seen ridiculous tattoos, or indeed film titles as tattoos.
I saw a ridiculous tattoo on a guy's head.
Go on.
He had a lawnmower in a ball patch.
No, he did not.
Yeah, he did.
So it's like he was shaving his hair off.
Yeah.
That's brilliant, isn't it? It's ridiculous, but what do you reckon, Shaggy?
Boring.
Okay. Which members of the Goonies are dead?
I don't know.
Okay. People that you have gone off of or you like more because of a dream.
Oh, that's put me on the spot.
Well, no, well, that's exactly what you asked for. You asked me to tell you what the topics were.
Yeah, true.
I tell you what, shall I play a song and then come back and find out?
Okay.
And I'll put you and Shaggy on the same line so you can chat away.
Should be fun.
Okay. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number if you want to take part. Press button 1, speak to Eloise. If she likes the sound of you, she'll call you back, so it won't even cost you that much money. Back with Robbie Dove and Shaggy after this.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute.
Radio.
I have had such fun listening to Shaggy and Robbie Dove chatting to each other. Robbie, what was amusing was when Shaggy's mum came in and told him off.
That was brilliant.
And he was saying something about leave the door open, or something like that. Shaggy, what do you want the door open or shut?
Shut.
You want it shut because you didn't want anyone to hear you doing that voice?
Yeah.
Okay, Shaggy has told us he's 30 years old. What year were you born, Shaggy?
1970.
1970?
No, 1980.
You boys have given me a brilliant idea. When I get back from my holidays, I'm going to do a show where it's just 2 callers on the line for the whole show.
Me and him.
Well, no, it won't necessarily be you and him. It can't be Shaggy because his phone is rubbish. Can't hear anything he's saying.
Say something, Shaggy.
Shh. He's getting told off again.
This is brilliant. This is all we need to do all night.
He's getting told off. Shaggy! Shaggy? Shaggy?
What is going on?
He's going to put the phone down because his mum told him to. Shaggy?
Oh God.
Shaggy!
Sounds like it's in his pocket.
Why don't you, it does, doesn't it? I bet he's smuggled it out. He's going to go outside. Shaggy? Yeah. He's gone. He put the phone down.
No way.
I totally put the phone down. Robbie Dove, I don't believe it. Oh, hang on, I've put you there. Stay there. Right. He bought it. Robbie?
Yep.
Do you remember last night I spoke to... did you listen to last night's show?
I listen to every show.
Oh, you weirdo. I had an argument with Will Leversuch about maths.
Oh, yeah?
And he's been bad-mouthing me on the internet.
Who would do that?
Who would do that? Well, Will Leversuch would, and he's on the line now. Good evening, Will.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm pleased you got my name right,
Why wouldn't I?
because everyone gets it wrong.
That's their problem. I'm not everyone, Will. I'm better than everyone.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just pleasing you. And excuse me, you were bad-mouthing me right at the beginning. I won't repeat what you said to me, but because I don't feel it necessary. But you.
What did I say?
You called me a clock.
Was that on the internet?
Yep.
Yeah, you are. But that was after you were bad-mouthing me and after you were saying mistruths about me.
Bad-mouthing you? What did I say to bad-mouth? Yeah.
Well, you bad-mouthed me by saying that he's going, oh, Ian cut me off. That's not fair. Ian cut me off. And I said, well, everyone... Will, you asked me a question, let me answer it. That's only polite. I said, everyone gets cut off. Then you said, well, Barry doesn't get cut off. And I tell you why, Will, because Barry's interesting.
Okay, fine.
And Barry's funny. Every other caller gets cut off. So don't feel that you have been slighted just because you got cut off. Everybody gets cut off.
I'm not feeling that.
You did because you were whinging about it like a little baby.
My point was, you cut me off because you realised that you might have might have lost your made
Incorrect. I cut you off because I was 3 minutes late for the adverts.
No. But you could have kept me on. No, you were scared that you might lose, and you got thousands or a lot of followers on Facebook, and you didn't want to hear them. They're probably going to slaughter me for this, but you don't want to hear you lose, and they can pray for you, whatever, do all this stuff. And
pray for me? Who's going to pray for me? Who's going to pray for me, Will?
Some of these people are weird. They do blogs about you. Honestly,
right? Okay, I cut you off because. I cut you off because I was 3 minutes late for the adverts, and because you were quite dull, and you were embarrassing yourself with your rubbish argument.
Did he say you're scared you might lose?
He did say that he's scared, that I was scared I might lose.
Well, also, it got to the point...
I was embarrassing you, mate.
It got to the point where we were all repeating the same argument. There wasn't really anywhere to go.
But Ian was losing that. It's my point.
Okay, well, tell me what points I lost.
3 is maths. 3 is maths.
3 is arithmetic.
And it's part of maths.
It's arithmetic.
Number is maths.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
where it finishes.
It's arithmetic. And also, if you listened to what was being said yesterday, you learn to count to 3 by the time you're 4.
I know, but my point is it's maths still.
The argument we were having yesterday was I can make the school week from, 35, 40 hours a week. I can cut it down to 6 hours a week, and it would still be just as useful. Mm-hmm. One of the ways to do that is after the age of 4 is to get rid of maths.
Because you'd already have learnt the basic stuff that you need to carry on for the rest of your life before the age of 4, and then anything else would only be necessary if you wanted to become a mathematician, a scientist, or something along those lines.
In which case, you can go off and you can put your hand up and ask teacher. Will, grow some manners and let someone finish a sentence.
I'm very polite, Karen.
You're not, and that's the problem, Will. Is you're actually a little bit rude and a little bit arrogant.
How am I arrogant? I can tell you what, I am not arrogant. How am I rude?
You're rude and you're arrogant.
How am I rude?
Because you keep interrupting. You've been very, very rude on the Facebook page. You're aggressive. You tell lies about people, and you get you interrupt, and you're arrogant because you assume you were cut off because you had the upper hand. You fail to take into consideration the time constraints of a radio show, and also a tiny thing that a radio show has got to be a bit interesting, and you were not very interesting.
Okay, fine. I've got another example, of this maths thing, In maths, you learn about shapes and stuff,
You learn about that before the age of 4.
No, you don't.
I knew what a square was.
Well, listen, you do learn about that before the age of 4 because you have...
I'm not talking about 3D, no, 2D, I'm talking about 3D.
Because when you are a child, you have those little things that have blocks, that have holes in, that have the shape of a star, the shape of a square, the shape of a circle. Then you have the blocks that you have to put into the holes.
Did you say to your parents, when you were like 3 years old, Mum, I've got a cube in my hand, a little wooden cube? No, you didn't say that. You said it once you got it to 5 or 6 and you were in reception learning about cubes or cuboids or
No, because
like
you don't... Why do you... I don't even know what a cuboid is.
I've never used that
shows
phrase.
how stupid you are, and people on Facebook would agree with one.
When do you need to use the word
Hang on a second, Eloise. Let me do this. Will, you just said you weren't rude.
I don't care, to be honest, mate.
No, you don't. Exactly. That's it. You don't care, and this is it because you are very, very rude, and you are a nasty little piece of work. And yet, as soon as you're pushed a little bit, the nastiness comes out, which is a real shame. If you want to have a decent conversation about this, Will, I'm more than happy to.
Okay, no, fine. I'll put it this. Let's have a decent conversation with it.
Well, this is what I've been trying to do, Will, and this is what you. This is what. How old are you? What, 15 or something?
16. I'll have a good conversation with you. Come on, let's start again. Let's shake hands. Actually, no, it's not because let's start. Go on.
God Almighty.
Come on, you're just being rude now.
God Almighty.
You're being rude.
I'm not being rude, Will. I'm genuinely upset. I'm genuinely upset.
Okay.
That this is the. I don't want to go Daily Mail on your ass, but this is the state. I cannot believe that this is the state of 16-year-olds. I cannot believe.
It's not. I'm 16 and I'm good.
I cannot believe, and I don't want to believe, that all 16-year-olds are as rude, as arrogant, and as stupid as you are.
Not true.
So you're being very rude.
I'm actually being factual and descriptive.
No, see, that's what you always do. Yeah, this is a fact where it's your opinion, and you're too arrogant to say that you're wrong.
But I'm not. Will, you haven't proved me wrong on anything
You've
yet.
always gone about your opinion, and people say, what's the best film? What's the best film in the world? And for example, and you'll think, let's just say it's The Godfather, and someone might say it's Jaws, and you'll say nope, and then someone will say that's your opinion. No, it's fact. No, it's fact. That's what you always do.
The Godfather isn't the best film in the world.
I'm not. It was an example.
Okay, what is the best film in the world? Will?
There is so many films in the world. I could not put my finger on which one it is.
And that's another problem with you, is you're too vague. You can't be specific. You haven't got the cojones.
It was an example.
You haven't got the cojones to... whoever's phone that is, turn it off.
It's mine. Sorry.
Well, could you turn it off, please, Will? Because we're having a conversation,
Yeah,
and
fair enough.
that's another example of being rude.
That was accidental. I didn't know that my phone was going to go off.
Twice it's happened, Will, in this
can
conversation.
Can I tell the person?
No, you can't. We're having a conversation.
Rosie, can you stop texting me? Thanks.
Turn the phone off.
Okay, it's off. Okay, I'll put it on silent. Rosie, can you stop texting me anyway, please? I'll text you back later. Carry on.
Do you know what, Will? Why do you listen to this show?
Because, to be honest, I said it to some guy called Jonathan.
I don't care what you said to some guy called Jonathan. Answer the question and listen to the question. Listen to the question very carefully.
Earlier,
Shut up and listen to the question very carefully. And I will speak to you like a naughty little child, because you are a naughty little child.
Well, you're very rude.
And you're a naughty little child. Why do you listen to the show?
Because, like before, when you had that brilliant interview, I must say, well, actually, it wasn't. It was a good interview.
Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you being nice? And then you've got a little backhand comment.
No,
why can't you? Well, why can't? If you're going to make a compliment, give a compliment. Why have you got to do a little backhand comment underneath it?
Because I didn't want to overhype it and feel like an idiot.
Well, then you need to think about what you say before you say it, so that what comes out of your mouth is actually what you mean to say. And I think that's your problem that you were doing yesterday. Is you're saying stuff, and then you're thinking, actually, I didn't mean to say that. And you do that quite a lot, Will. That's just a little tip from me to use. You can have that one for free.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're absolutely welcome. It's a genuine pleasure to help someone in trouble.
That interview was very good. It was very funny, from both you and...
Why do you listen to the show?
I listen to the show because, one, it's very funny. Some of your callers are very good and very funny. You host the show well, and I enjoy listening to it. I don't always listen to it live like this. I sometimes listen to the podcast, but I listen to it and I occasionally ring in. And the thing is, the only thing I would say is bad about you and the show is that you don't know, you don't want to admit when you're wrong, or when you don't like to say this is fact and opinion and that stuff. That's the thing.
When I'm wrong, Will, I will happily jump up and down on the table and put my hands over my head and say, I am wrong, thank you. Because, Will, even though I'm 37 years old, I am still keen to learn new things. My mind is open and more receptive at this moment in time than your mind has ever been and probably ever will. I hope that's not the case. I hope that one day you reach a point when you realise that knowledge and learning things is a good thing. But, Will, unfortunately, my 21 years over yours means that I am more right and more knowledgeable than you.
How?
Because you are just a boy. And I don't want to be patronising, but you are just a boy.
How are you more
Because
right?
I have lived. I have seen things, I have experienced things, I have felt things, I have been to places, I have done things, I have read things, I have watched films, I have heard albums, I have had my mind opened, and I am more right than you.
Experience-wise, you have the right to say that you've got...
Thank you.
Yeah, but knowledgeable, I disagree with, because you've had 36 years of experience.
Well, if you want to go back to your maths argument, 21 plus 16 is?
I don't care.
21 plus... It's your maths argument. 21 plus 16 is...
37, sorry.
Correct. Well done.
1 year out. I was never saying I was good at maths. Okay.
Let's get to your point.
Yeah.
Okay, by the way, can I just apologise to everyone who is as bored as I am by this conversation? I'm just making sure that Will realises that he's...
If you're bored, can we talk about something interesting then?
Will... Shut up. I'm just letting everybody know that we will resume normal services after 11. I'm just letting Will have his little bit, and then that's that.
Well, so if you want to resume normal services, can we talk about something sensible and interesting, like a topic you've got on tonight?
I don't think you can make it interesting, though,
No,
Will.
I will make it interesting.
But, Will, this is the thing. I don't like you.
Fair enough. You've got your own opinion.
Well, correct. I have my own opinion. My own opinion is that you're actually, at the moment, and I think there is a chance that you could change. Not for a while, not for a few years, but you could change. At the moment, you're not a very nice person. And that's fine, because I wasn't a very nice person at the age of 16. I was a horrible person. Okay. And I developed, and I grew, and I am growing into, hopefully one day, I will become a nice, loving, caring, completely caring, open person. I'm not there yet. I'm getting there. But I don't think I want to talk to you, Will.
Okay. Well, can I suggest that I have this chance to have one of your topics or
I don't want to talk about... Listen, you've been on the air for about 15 minutes. You've that's quite a long time, a lot longer than other callers get. Are you satisfied with the amount of time you've had?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, well, thanks for calling.
Thank you. Bye. Hello?
He's gone to switch on the radio. Look to see if he's still on. Idiot. Robbie, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry, that was the dullest thing we've done, but I just wanted to... He had 15 minutes, which is a long, long time for anybody that calls into the show, and I just wanted him to make sure that he was aware that he'd had his time, so he can't go onto facebook.com/Iain Lee Show. No, he cut me off, I didn't have no time. It wasn't fair.
Yeah, and
it
his
was
arguments
plenty
were
fair.
nonsensical.
It didn't make much sense, but we've done it. Anyway, Robbie Dove, what was your point?
My point? Well, you're talking about people that you've gone off.
Yeah.
I've gone off Shaggy.
Oh, well, the caller?
Well, both.
Yeah.
He sort of put me off Shaggy. The caller put me off the singer.
Oh, dear, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. He's good, Shaggy. I like Shaggy. It wasn't me. That was him. That's Shaggy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's him.
Or Carolina.
It's a brilliant song.
Yeah, brilliant song. But that's a shame, Robbie Dove.
How do you know my name?
Thank you very much.
Don't be afraid of your freedom. Iain Lee. It's about love and life. And live radio wrestling matches. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Tony, John, Wolfie, oh my God. Dark Breath, be with you after the Rolling Stones. Thank you for your patience. 0330 123 1215 if you want to take part in the show. Last one for 2 weeks. It's all kicking off on the Facebook page if you want to go there, by the way. Facebook.com/Iain Lee Show. There's some kid has joined, what's this little child has joined the Facebook page just to write swears and abuse and stuff like that, and then some woman has said that it's unfair of me to argue F off being a P to Will. That's from Kieran. Then what does the lady say down here somewhere? Where is the lady? Laurie Leonard. Ian, he's 16. He's putting a better argument than you. Go, Will. So I've said, what has she written here? A 37-year-old man bullying a kid on air is not pretty. I don't think I was bullying. I was having an argument, and that's fine, isn't it? I've written, patronising to think a 16-year-old person couldn't have an argument with an adult, don't you think? Listen, everybody that comes on this show, be they 16, be they 80, be they blind, be they from any kind of ethnic background, any religious background, any form of disability, whatever. Everybody who calls this show gets treated exactly the same way. That's always been the way I've done a radio show. That is always the way I will do a radio show. If you're 16 and you phone up and you want to have an argument, I will argue with you exactly the same as if you were 45 and you phoned up and had an argument with me. When I used to work on a London radio station, I would argue with people, and then suddenly they'd drop in, I'm blind. Someone did this once. Someone said, I'm blind, you can't talk to me like that. I was like, well, yeah, I can. You want me to treat you differently because you're disabled? Someone once said, I'm 82. You can't speak to me like that. I'm 82 years old. Well, yeah, I kind of can. And that's the problem with one of the many problems with this world, is that everybody thinks that you have to, really old people, you can't have the same kind of conversations or arguments. Disabled people, you can't have the same conversations or arguments. With 16-year-olds, you can't have the same conversations or arguments. You've got to take a step back a little bit. I treated him exactly the same as I would treat a 52-year-old idiot, or a 62-year-old idiot, or a 92-year-old idiot, or a 22-year-old idiot. Exactly the same. Laurie Leonard, I suggest you call in. It's a phone-in show. The Facebook thing is great because people can go on there and they can post stuff and you can discuss the show. But if you've got a real problem, Laurie Leonard, call in and say it. You know, say it. And fair play to Will for calling in and having the argument. He lost the argument. He was a little bit rude. But fair play to him for calling in and saying that. Well done. I mean, he's off mouthing on Facebook now and expects everyone to, I don't know what. But it's a phone-in show, kids. Hey, it's 3 words. Phone in, show. The clues are in those words. You phone in and it's a show. All right? Go and look up that word in the dictionary, Laurie and Will and Kieran, if you're not sure what that means. It's a show. A show, by definition, has to be entertaining in some form or another. Okay? Think about it. Think about it before you respond. Got it? Hopefully. Hopefully one of you will get it. Hopefully. If you don't get it tonight, maybe you'll get it one day. You'll be in bed, not be able to sleep. At 4 a.m, you go, phone in show. It's a show. I get it now. Good work. Well done. Let's go to Tony, who's been on the line for ages. Tony, I'm sorry for keeping you so long.
It's only been an hour, that's all right.
Yeah, what can I do for you, my friend?
Yeah, I was just ringing up about the Goonies thing.
The Goonies, yes. Now, are any of the Goonies dead?
I don't believe so, but I know they had a big anniversary recently, about a month ago. So
did they get together?
Yeah, it was like the 25th anniversary, so it was a big thing in Astoria where they showed it and the cast turned up and stuff like that.
But when you say the Astoria, do you mean the Astoria in London?
No, the Astoria where it was set.
Oh, that would have been cool.
So you could go into the house and do all that sort of stuff.
Wow, how cool is that? How do you know this, Tony?
A friend told me about it. He was there or something. It was literally only 4 weeks ago. It was about 5th of June or something like that.
How have I missed this?
Yeah.
I could have done a whole Goonies-themed show.
Yeah, they went to all the locations. You could go into the house. Apparently some ladies bought the house or something like that, so you could go in and... Okay. They had the map and all that sort of cool stuff.
This is Tony, you've given me the rest of the show. This is what we're doing. famous houses from films that you'd like to live in. The Goonies house. Owning the Goonies house would be one of the coolest things in the world, surely.
I'm sure how about the beach at Lost? I'm sure you'd like that.
I've walked on the beach at Lost, my friend, and it's well, to be honest, they shoot Lost brilliantly because it looks like they're on this beach that stretches for miles, and generally the bit of beach they're on, it's only about, well, there's some bits that are quite big, but there's one bit they filmed on, it was only about 50 metres long, and if you turn the camera around the other way, there's a huge busy road and a load of chavs sunbathing, so they work magic on Lost. Houses and films, that's what we're having. Man, someone must have filmed that. If anyone has any more information about the Goonies get-together that happened just a few weeks ago.
I heard a funny story. Apparently, Corey Feldman or Sean Astin, I can't remember who it was, had the map, and he from the actual film, and he got the cape, and it was all signed by the cast or something, and it was stored up in his attic or something, and his mum threw it out or something.
No!
Yeah. So it's all thrown out.
Well, Corey Feldman has I mean, I think he's still only 15 years old, but he's lived 5 times the amount of lives we're ever going to live, Tony.
Oh, the drug abuse.
No, he's been up, down, left, right, all around the place, and I am surprised to say that he's still alive. But that's good news that he is, and I hope he's on a road to recovery. Tony, listen, I'm sorry for keeping you waiting so long. Thank you very much for the Goonies information.
Hopefully we can get off Will on the phone. That was boring as all shit.
It was quite boring. I think he said as boring as an orchard. I think that's what he said. Let's hope what he said. It was quite boring. I like a good argument. That wasn't a good argument, but I like a good argument on the radio, and it's a radio show. Dark Breath.
Oh, hi Ian, how are you?
I'm good. I'm going to be driving to the airport in 3 hours' time.
Woohoo!
Going on my holidays. My holidays. My iPod is loaded up with new songs. I've got my Uno. I've got my Mini Connect 4. I'm sorted.
Oh, it's going to be so good. I've been to where you're going. It's such a great place and that.
It is a good place, yes. So I'm looking forward to it immensely. So I've got really bad indigestion all of a sudden. This milkshake and my Chinese dinner is repeating on me.
What you need to do is chew a chewing gum.
Oh, yeah, because I've got a load of chewing gums on me, ain't I? What do you think I am, a walking news agent or something?
Ask Eloise if she's got one.
Well, let's find out. Eloise, have you got any chewing gum?
Hang on a sec. Pardon?
Oh, your attitude. Have you got any chewing gum?
Upstairs I do.
Could I have one?
Why?
Dark Breath says I should have one. I've got indigestion because of the milkshake you made me have.
No, it's worse because it churns up your stomach acid. You shouldn't have chewing gum when you're feeling bloated because your stomach thinks you're going to be eating, and when no food goes in there, then you just end up with bloated gas there that's churning around.
Are you just saying that so you don't have to go upstairs?
No, I'll get you one, but that is the truth.
Okay, one of you women is going to kill me, and I don't know which one it is yet. Anyway, Dark Breath.
I won't kill you because I always chew chewing gum when I'm bloated. It makes me burp.
Right.
So then it gets rid of all the gas.
Yes. Anyway, what do you want?
Anyway, I can't remember now. Oh, yeah. About the dream.
Oh, listen, the last thing on this, right? What? Will, stop emailing in, okay? It's finished. Let me read this out, and then this is it. This is the last thing on this thing, okay? I don't want to say this whilst the abuse pours in at me on Facebook. Listen, if you're getting abused on Facebook, Will, here's a suggestion. Here's a tiny suggestion. Don't go on Facebook. It's as simple as that, all right? If you're kids, listen, here. If you're getting abused on Facebook, don't go on Facebook. Particularly, don't go on a Facebook fan page where everybody's abusing you. All right? Simple as that. I would say this on there, but you probably won't let me back on. Not on the show tonight, Will, for God's sakes. I think this is all stupid, as all of your followers are abusing me and I don't hear them phoning in. I know what argument is and don't like you bad-mouthing me when I can't reply to you effectively or quickly. Don't say I'm chicken for not saying this on air as if you would let me. Will, did you not hear... This is the problem. Did you not hear anything I just said, Will, when I gave you a little bit of credit and praise? Did you not hear that? No, of course you didn't, because you only hear what you want to hear. Yes, I'm going to be talking for 3 hours. Guess what? It's my show. Will, you had 15 minutes. That was plenty of time. I gave you a little bit of respect and credit. And listen to the words. Phone in show. Dark Breath, it's all yours.
Oh, thanks, Ian. Anyway, I had a dream about one of your callers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Who?
Huh?
Yes.
Chris from Crayford.
Oh, go on. Was it a bit raunchy?
It was, yeah.
Oh, ho, ho.
Yeah, and guess what? We're meeting up this weekend.
No, you're not.
We are.
Are you going to get it on?
I hope so.
Hey, Chris, well, I don't know if Chris is happy that that's been advertised, that he's going to be making sweet, sweet love to an older woman.
I'm not that old.
You're 47?
Yeah, no, he knows that.
And he's, what, 23 or something?
He's not 23, he's in his 30s.
Okay, okay, well, that's... Well, and what happened in your dream?
Well, you know, we just kind of got it on. I don't go into explicit details.
Don't go into explicit details, Dark Breath. Well, I hope you have fun.
Oh, thank you. Just one last thing before you go.
You've got 6 seconds.
Have a happy holiday.
Thank you very much. Oh, that's nice. Our caller's getting it on. Nice or weird?
Iain Lee It's about love and life. And live radio wrestling matches. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Well, it's been a rather jolly old show so far this evening. We're halfway through it. Here till 1 o'clock. Then it's Mark Crosley. There's been a little bit of tension, a little bit of arguments, but all in all, it's been good fun. I think that's what this whole thing is about. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. We're asking people that you like now or hate now because of a dream you had about them. That's it. Nothing rational. Just you had a dream where they didn't come off very well. Belinda Carlisle didn't come off very well in my dream. Oh, what have I said? They were talking about the Goonies for some reason. If anyone knows about this Goonies reunion that took place a month ago. 0330 123 1215. We're also houses and films that you would like to live in, and movie tattoo.
House Sitter House.
What's House Sitter?
You know, with Goldie Hawn. That's a good one. And she even wraps the Steve, whatever his name is, even with the white hair, even wraps it up with a big red ribbon.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's a brilliant film, as all Goldie Hawn films are.
What? Well, she's one of the limpest actresses of all time.
Do not say that about my idol.
To apologise. Is she married to Kurt Russell? Did I dream that?
She is.
Well done. She's
they
done
met
well.
at Overboard when they were filming Overboard.
Well, I didn't know. There's a surprise.
Another amazing film.
I didn't. Private Benjamin?
Brilliant.
Okay.
I can't beat Overboard, though.
Okay. Can I just say very quickly, the Frank Sidebottom is number 25, I believe, in the iTunes chart, which is amazing. Wouldn't it be great if we could get to number 1? Wouldn't it? May happen, it may not happen. You've got between now and I think 10:30 on Saturday morning. Please go to iTunes and look for Frank Sidebottom's Guess Who's Been on Match of the Day. Or if you go to radiotimperley.com, www.radiotimperley, TIMPERLEY.com, there's a link that will take you there. And you can get it on Amazon as well, I think. I think that counts towards the chart. If anybody was at the Frank Sidebottom Memorial gig this evening, which was taking place over in Manchester, which I couldn't get to. Give me a call. Let me know what happened. 0330 123 1215. Was it any good? Wolfie!
Hey up, yeah. Good, like, hey, all right, Ian?
I'm all
good,
right.
Mr. Lee,
yes.
spot on.
Good, spot on, bang on.
Yeah, but you got Wolfie from the MK Dons FC. Army.
Well done. Can I just say, for anyone who may be connected with the John Lydon family, of course, what Wolfie said there is, of course, factually inaccurate, and John Lydon is a gentleman and a scholar. Moving on, Wolfie.
Anyway, because I know you're going on holidays, but you want to see weird things up in the MK, weird today. Weird. I don't know whether it's the sun or not is affecting their brains, like. But you want to see them shores, I'm telling you want to see them shores.
Yes.
Yeah, well, bite. What shores you're supposed to say?
What shores?
Yeah, 3 points to the mighty Dodge. Yeah, that's what I say.
Well
Go
done.
on, MK.
Well done.
Yeah. All right, thanks. And you just have a good holiday, all right? Yeah, Ian, you know when you got a spare week, I know you're going for a week. When you got a spare week, come up and see me. We'll have a crack, yeah?
I would love to come and see you.
Well, come spend a day with me.
Never
you know where I am anyway. Yeah.
Never going to happen. But yes.
Yeah,
no.
Okay.
No.
All right then. MK Army, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you have a good one, mate.
Thank you.
You and the Eloise too.
Yes, she's not coming on holiday with me.
Yeah. That's what you say anyway. Go on, Ian. Yeah. What are you going to do with yourself over the holidays then?
Play with myself.
Play with yourself.
Constantly. I'm constantly going to play with myself. Naughty.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't say naughty. It's naughty, haughty. H-A-U-G-H-T.
Very
People have no teeth these days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dear.
But you really enjoy yourself when you let your hair down. What you've got left here. Put that lawnmower over your head. You love to get a lawnmower tattoo.
I'd love to get a lawnmower on my head.
Yeah, you have to.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for the crack.
Well, I'll send you that sooner, right? Yeah.
Please do.
I haven't finished it. That's why I haven't posted it to you.
As soon as you send me the tune, I'm going to play it on the radio. That's a true story.
Yes. Okay, mate.
Okay, Wolfie.
Well, you have a good one. Anyway. All right. Party on. I'll see you in a fortnight.
Ta-ta. There we go. Wolfie there, a member of the Milton Keynes Army. Wouldn't it be funny if Milton Keynes actually had its own army and they tried to come and take over the rest of the country? Wouldn't that be good? Could we take Milton Keynes? Probably not. Milton Keynes is It's based on the grid system. It was designed to replicate the grid system they have in New York, but it has none of the glamour or the excitement of New York. And but the people there are quite tough. So you could... I nearly ended up at a swinging party in Milton Keynes. It's the only time I've ever come close to being in a swinging party. I say I ended up in a swinging party. There was a woman, when I was Iain in Black Thunder, who invited me to have to stay at hers, and there was going to be like her husband and some friends there, and there was... I think swinging was on the menu. I think...
Keys in a pot.
I think so, yeah, and... I'm sort of glad I said no, but part of me wishes I'd said yes, just to... But I wouldn't have been able to function in those situations. Too embarrassing. Ben is in Barnet. Good evening, Ben.
Hello, how are you?
I'm all right. I've got really bad indigestion from having way too much food.
Having way too much food?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Basically, I was calling in on the whole movie tattoo business.
Yes, well, after I saw a man with the Too Fast, Too Furious logo, huge tattoo on his neck.
Yeah, that's a bit stupid, I think.
Yeah.
It's a bit strange. But anyway... I thought, basically, I added you on Facebook. Thank you for accepting.
You're welcome.
And, I remember a long time ago, I saw kind of a tattoo of this Fear and Loathing. You know, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
Yes, I do. Yes, the Hunter S. Thompson
I was just
thing.
going to post it now on the Absolute Radio page.
Okay. Well, you're on the yes, okay, the Iain Lee Absolute Radio page, yes.
I just posted it now.
Oh, my
And I think
God.
that kind of tattoo is really cool.
I'm just
if
clicking
you
on
can see
it.
it there.
That is hideous.
No, it's quite cool.
What's that? Is that the forearm or the leg?
It looks like the forearm.
It does look like the forearm, doesn't it? It was a very big one. So it's basically the cover of the DVD.
Yeah, pretty much. I think it looks all right. It's not as tacky as the Too Fast, Too Furious one.
It's not as tacky as Too Fast, Too Furious. Yes, I'll give you that. But why would you do that? Hey, listen, I like Dog Day Afternoon. It's one of my favourite films. I wouldn't get the cover tattooed on my arm.
Okay.
I'd buy I might buy the DVD. I might buy the 2-disc special edition.
Fair enough. I see that. I wouldn't get a tattoo myself of a movie or something.
What is your favourite film, then?
My favourite film?
Yeah.
I'd have to say Shawshank Redemption.
Okay, so the cover of Shawshank would look all right as a tattoo if you had it on your back.
Just so you didn't have to look in the mirror and have to look at yourself every day.
I wonder if there's anyone who's ever done that. You've got a new boyfriend or a girlfriend, and you've been on a few dates, and you end up back at their place, and it's all getting a little bit raunchy and sexy, and you have a passionate night with them in the darkened bedroom, making love, trying all different kinds of positions, swinging from the ceiling, handcuffs and gels are involved, and it's wonderful, and you fall asleep thinking, I couldn't be happier. Then you wake up in the morning with the sunlight streaming through the window, and your new lover gets out of bed, and as they're walking to the bathroom, you go, sweet Christ, have you got Police Academy 4 tattooed on your back? Or something really inappropriate that you just think, oh my God, I just did it with this person. And they've got Ghostbusters 2. Take the bit where the ghost is coming out the logo and he's doing the peace sign with his fingers on his back. I wonder if that's ever happened, Ben. We'll put it out. I don't expect it.
Not to me personally, but that was a very in-depth story, and has that happened to you?
Maybe it's a little bit closer to the truth than I would ever like to let on. Ben, anything else, sir?
No, apart from, before I have to go, that 16-year-old was a bit of a explicit thing, I can't really say.
It was a little bit, and one day he'll realise that. I give him fair play and full credit for coming on the air and doing it, because there's a lot of people who email him and text him and Facebook him abuse and criticism, and that's as far as they get, and they won't come on the phone.
I don't get the whole abuse thing, because he was just being he's 16 at the end of the day.
Yeah.
He's not going to be as knowledgeable as a 37-year-old.
No.
That's a bit stupid to say. That's really arrogant, exactly as you said. That's for him to say that.
And he was
doesn't make any sense.
He was accusing me of being arrogant. There's the thing. Ben, listen, thank you very much for that. I've got to move on. But as I say, fair play to him for coming on the air. Is your name Codius?
Yes, it is.
That's a fantastic name. How are you spelling that?
C-O-D...
Yes?
I-O... U-S.
Codius, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
I've listened to your show a couple of times.
Yes?
Yes, I was introduced to this show by my friend that you've actually had on the air before, actually.
Okay, who's that?
He's actually called Ashley.
Okay.
He had broken legs back in 2003. And, yes, I believe you cut him off for some random reason.
In 2003?
Yeah, he had his legs broken.
No, but I cut him off in 2003.
No. It would have been, I don't know, a month ago, maybe a little less, more.
I don't remember it.
Oh, really? He was 19 years old.
I don't remember it.
Oh, well. He is very, easy to forget, I suppose.
Excellent
and that's
stuff.
saying about my best mate. Yes.
Anyway, Codius, what can I do for you?
Well, I was just wanting to say that Will fella.
Yes.
I was thinking he had good points, and you also had good points.
Right.
You had all the right in the world, I believe, to argue with him.
Yes, of course it is.
But, of course, like he pointed out, everyone has their own opinion. Sadly, some people have the opinions that really... what's the word I'm looking for? Contradict others and really... really upset others. But, yes, basically, my point is, I actually found very interesting your arguments.
That's the point, is it, Codius?
Yes, I found very interesting.
Right. Well, thanks for calling. And he's gone. Anyone? He may have found my point interesting. I found that call the most tedious call I've ever had in my life. And yes, I know it's a fake voice. Don't worry, I'm not that stupid. I've been doing this for long enough.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Bad news, kids. Barry from Watford's the next caller. I'm so sorry. Okay, it's the last hour and 15 minutes of the show. We're here till 1 o'clock. Then it's Mark Crosley. Through the night. Hold on to your incontinence pads, ladies. It's Barry from Watford.
That's charming.
That is charming, that
Charming.
is. Absolutely bloody charming.
Charming.
Absolutely charming.
Charming. Charming. That's a toilet roll, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a toilet roll.
Toilet.
Get this, Barry, right? Sometimes I do voiceovers for adverts and things, right?
Yes.
And sometimes I go in and you're doing like a test voiceover where you're going to go in and do the lines and then they'll take it to the client and you're thinking, fingers crossed, this one gets chosen to go on the TV because I might make a few grand out of it.
Right.
Well, sorry?
No, I was getting beaten into you done a toilet roll one, did you?
Oh, I did actually, but no, that wasn't it. I did a voiceover for an advert a couple of days ago and I turned up...
Wipe your arse with champagne. Was it like that?
So I turned up for this advert, and it was a TV one. I was thinking, I hope this comes off. This will be a few grand. This could be a new car. Yeah. And I got in, and the people went, "Yeah, this advert's rubbish. It's Eastern European. We don't want it to go on the TV. Absolute load of pony. But we said we'd have a go." I'm thinking, no.
But you get paid to turn up, don't you?
250 quid.
250 quid? What, to say a couple of... And I could... Listen, any advertising people listening, I'm more than happy to use toilet roll. It will keep you cleanly. Use a toilet... buy some sugar. Buy some sugar available at the supermarket.
Yeah.
You see, anyone can do that.
Not anyone can do it, Barry. You have to have a rich timbre to your voice, and you've got a horrible, like, croaky, wobbly thing going on there.
No, I haven't. I can do American.
Go on.
I can do Ringo Starr.
Shut up about that.
Oh,
Shush,
sorry.
shush, shush, shush.
Anyway, I phoned about a celebrity who I've had a dream about, and I've had...
Excuse me, Barry.
Oh, Jesus. Hello?
Good morning, Barry.
Now, that is a voiceover voice, isn't it? That is a timbre you've got there.
Barry, what I'd like to say, right? I could be a ticket man at Broadway Station. I could be an inmate in a long-term institution. What a waste.
What a waste, indeed.
What could you say about that?
What did I say about that?
What could you say about that?
There's not like...
Well, no, Barry, you might say, good golly, Miss Molly and Boats.
Yeah, I could say
Jump
that.
up in the alley at nanny goats.
Nanny goats, that's it.
Oh, what else could you say?
I could say, well, virtually anything. That's just a load of words strung together. I understand that's an Ian Jury song.
So sorry?
Yeah, nearly finished.
Lily?
Yes, but, you know...
Pictures of Lily by the Who?
Yes. What I phoned up about was a...
Oh, sorry, Barry, for interrupting.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on, carry on, Barry.
Yeah, what I phoned up...
Oh, sorry, Barry, go on.
Yeah, what I phoned up about was to talk about a celebrity that
I'm sorry, Barry, go on.
Yeah, what I phoned up about was to talk...
I'm sorry, Barry, yeah, go on.
Yeah, what I phoned up about was to talk about a celebrity that I previously liked. I had a dream about her, and now I'm disgusted.
What's her name?
Joanna Lumley.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
She's a nice bit
Is
of...
that a young lady that had a good life?
She's a nice bit of posh from Burnham on Crouch.
Oh, Barry, which you would say... lay on the couch with a nice bit of possum burned on Crouch.
Burnham on Crouch, yes. But anyway, I had a dream about her, and we was a kissing and a cuddling, and, you know, but her breath, I would like to say this is only in a dream. Her work
I
with
don't
the
think... Can you libel people in dreams?
Well, I just said she had bad breath in a dream of mine. I'm not... Look, her work with the Gurkhas is sterling, her voiceover work, her appearances on the New Avengers, a host of informative travel programs, but blimey, the breath!
Yes.
You know, only in my head, though, Ian, only in my head. And I can't look at it the same way. It could blister the flock wallpaper of a curry house wall, that breath.
Because of that dream with her stinky breath...
Yes.
You've gone right off her.
Oh, I have.
Yeah.
I feel the posh voice is just a front
Yes.
for some terrible gingivitis and a very dry tongue.
Why is it called gingivitis?
I'm just a silly old man. I don't know the inside of that. But listen, I want to say have a lovely, lovely holiday.
Oh, thank you, Barry. I will do, yeah. I'm
Don't
looking forward to it.
Don't be silly. Don't bring back too much for me. I just want a little something. Don't go mad.
I'm not going to bring you back anything.
Oh, you little tease. Don't go mad. A little bit of saint, you know.
What would you like?
What's on offer?
Well, nothing is on offer, but, you know, what were you thinking that...
Just a little something. 4,000 Lambert and Butler cigarettes, if you could stop them in your back.
I didn't know you smoked, Barry.
Oh, like a chimney.
I did not know that.
Oh, I can't get enough of it.
Excuse me, Barry.
Now, this is a man who clearly never touches a cigarette.
Yeah, no, Barry, excuse me. Is Ian going on a summer holiday or a skiing holiday?
He's going on a Greek holiday.
What, not skiing in America or anything?
Not skiing in America or anything like that. Greece.
Because I was going to say to him, have a nice break.
Oh, and that would be a pun. That's it. Yeah. Well, night-night, everyone, and have a lovely... Yes.
Here's I've got a little present for you.
Yes.
I'm going to give you... This is very valuable.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 30 seconds...
Oh, yes.
...to plug...
Yes.
...your silly little show...
Yes.
...that's happening while I'm away...
Oh,
So
yeah.
I can't be there. But there might be some listeners who are listening
Yes.
who might like to come along to your silly little show.
Yes.
So I'm going to give you 30 seconds. It started 15 seconds ago, if
That's
I'm honest.
what's worrying me. Was that 15 seconds ago? Can we start from
No,
there?
you've got 9 seconds to plug it.
It's a Watford Palace Theatre this coming Thursday. You join all your friends because you won't be here on the radio. The box office.
Oh, your
01923.
time is up, Barry. I'm sorry.
01923.
Time is up.
56771.
Time is up, Barry, I'm afraid. Thank you for that, Barry. Good evening.
Balls.
I beg your pardon. Tabooed. Barry from Watford is doing a show at the Watford Palace Theatre on July the 15th. And Peter Serafinowicz is going to be there as well. Can I suggest again, if you've not done it, even if you hated the man, it would be a nice thing to do, wouldn't it? Go to radiotimperley.com and buy the 2 Frank Sidebottom songs and make Frank sing. He's number 23 or something in the iTunes chart, which is amazing. And if he gets no higher than that, that is still fantastic, and it's a great world that we live in, where someone who had zero chart, I think maybe some of his early singles might have got into the top 100 or something. But if we get no higher than that, that's wonderful in itself, isn't it? But imagine we got Frank Sidebottom into the top 10. Oh, it will be wonderful. radiotimperley.com. Go there, download the 2 songs. I think you can download songs twice or something on iTunes. I don't quite understand how the iTunes chart works. I know you can't just keep re-downloading it. If you want to download it as a different login, I've done it from one login. I'm going to do it from another one. Do have a go at that. That would be a nice thing to do. And if anyone was at the Frank Sidebottom tribute gig, I'm just reading John Ronson's tweets, and apparently it was a huge success. So well done to everyone who helped that happen. Mark Riley, I think, was kind of mainly responsible for organising it and putting it all together. So well done for doing that. It's the last hour of the last 3-hour show. Mark Crosby's here at 1 o'clock. So if you want to take part, well, I've got Sam, I've got Dave, I've got Maria and Ken, and I've got Martin Hicks waiting to take part. You can call in 0330 123 1215. You can join the Facebook page, facebook.com /Iain Lee Show. Plenty to talk about. We'll have some more of your calls after this.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Okay, last hour of the show. In 2 hours' time, I'll be getting into my car and driving to Gatwick Airport. And then in 5 hours' time, I'll be jumping on an airplane and going to Greece. And then in about 10 hours' time, I'll be on the beach drinking a milkshake. Beautiful. Let's go to Sam in Thornton Heath. Good evening, Sam.
Hello, Ian. I managed to stay awake.
I know. I didn't realise you'd been on for so long, Sam. I'm very sorry.
It's fine. No, I don't mind.
No.
It's all right.
No.
Yeah, I think you must drink a lot of coffee to keep awake.
I don't drink any coffee. I've not had coffee for about 5 years. I've had one. I've had one, and it made me very ill. I had a bit of a whitey.
Take things like Red Bull and
No, I don't.
like
I try and avoid caffeine.
Oh.
Apart from eating chocolate and fizzy pop
What
drips.
keeps you awake?
Sorry?
What keeps you awake to do these shows?
Nightmares.
Oh.
There's the weight of responsibility that I have on my shoulders for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know the show, is it The Goonies?
The Goonies?
The film. It was River Phoenix is no longer around.
Was River Phoenix in The Goonies?
May he so rest in peace.
May
I
it?
think he was. He was in one of those films.
He was definitely in Stand By Me.
Oh, it could be Stand
I think.
By Me.
I don't know if
he was in The Goonies as well.
Right, okay.
I think I saw the film with with 4 young lads having an adventure or something.
I don't think he was in the... I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Wikipedia, which is the home of lazy fact finders.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind that everything on Wikipedia is come out of a geek's bumhole, so it's not necessarily the most accurate... the most accurate place. Let's have a little look. Cast and characters. Sean Austin, Josh Brolin, Jeff Cohen, Corey Feldman. No, River Phoenix wasn't in it. You muppet.
He was in some other films.
I know he was in some other films. He was a film actor.
I'm thinking of another film.
Well, of course you are, because he wasn't in that.
I just thought he was an actor that's no longer around anymore.
No.
When he's with a group of friends and they're going through a jungle or this, going on an adventure, and they fall into some water.
Okay.
They go into some caves.
Yeah, that's the Goonies.
I'm sure he was in it.
He's not in it. I've just looked it on Wikipedia.
Oh, maybe it was on something else.
He
like
was. He was
it.
in. He was in Stand By Me.
Oh, maybe it was that then. I haven't
Yes.
seen Stand By Me.
Oh, Stand By Me's fantastic. It's a great film.
Oh, and you know about dreams? We move along.
We move along, Sam. We move. Sam,
you know
Sam,
about
Sam, Sam,
dreams?
Sam, 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 Sam.
Yeah.
Is your Sam short for Samantha?
No.
Is it short for Samson?
No.
Samuel?
No.
Samira?
No. You're getting warm.
Saman?
No.
Samirini?
No.
Sam Bam Bam Ding Ding Dong Bang Bang?
Samina.
Samina?
Samina. Oh no, everyone's going to recognise me.
Everyone knows you now, it's
Oh,
Samina!
no. Everyone in my art group I go to, they're going to... You know what they used to say to me? We hear you on LBC, but I can't get on anymore. They don't get me on anymore.
I can't get on LBC anymore. I constantly turn up every night, knock on the
Yeah.
door, and the boss says, no,
Well,
you're not coming on.
Not every night. I sometimes ring the cover and they don't want me on it anymore.
No, they don't want... Hey, listen,
Do they
Sam,
know something that I listen to a show?
they
or-
don't want me on there anymore either. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace.
Yeah, well, never mind.
Never mind. Are you going on holiday this year?
No,
look,
but
I've
last year. I
Hang
went
on a
to
minute. Hang on a minute.
Morocco.
I've just seen the last song. The last song I'm playing tonight is this.
Hello?
Hang on, Sam. This is a great song. I'm staying out for the summer. It's not a great song in the scheme of things. You know, you compare it to Revolver or something. It's a lightweight 90s pop song, but it's not a bad song. Oh well, look, we've got some really good songs in this hour.
Guess what?
No, hang
Guess
on.
what,
Sam,
Ian?
guess what? I'm talking
About dreams.
Yeah,
I dreamt
yeah.
about Brian Jones.
Yes.
I dreamt that I was in a dream and Brian Jones was a teacher in the dream.
Right.
Because, I thought out of the Stones, I liked him the best.
Yes.
And then what happened? It's because I used to watch your archive footage, when you watch archive footage a lot.
They should do a programme called Archive Footage, and they
it's
should
called
just show
Ready,
library
Steady, Go.
pictures. No, hang on, they should
It's
do a show
Ready,
called
Steady, Go.
Library Pictures and just show archive footage. Yes, that's it.
Yeah, it's called Ready, Steady, Go. They showed in the 60s, and the Stones used to be on it.
Oh, yeah.
In Ready, Steady, Go.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was strange, because he's not alive.
Oh, he's dead.
And I was dreaming about him.
You can dream about dead people, though. It's nice to dream about dead people, isn't it? I like it.
Not normally. It's
Oh,
because,
I like it. I like it
because
when I
I had
dream-
a crush on him for a while, and then afterwards I thought, I started doing things with my life,
I like having dreams about my dead grandparents.
Oh, yeah, relatives.
That's nice.
Yeah, relatives is all right.
Yeah, it's nice, that. I get
But
to talk to my nana.
Yeah, relatives is all right. I don't really have dreams about relatives.
I don't have
much.
I quite often have dreams about my dead dog, who died 15 years ago, 16 years ago. She pops up every now and then, and she's like, all right, Sophie, what are you
know
doing?
what the most depressive song is?
Sorry? Where's this gone?
Do you know the depressive song about death? It goes, "Goodbye, Michelle, my little one." Oh, they used to play that
We
so
had
much.
joy, we had fun,
Oh,
we
no,
had
it's
seasons in
horrible.
the sun.
It was so sad, that song. It's so
Anyway,
sad.
on to
Okay.
lighter things.
Okay, you know what I like now, that song?
Go on.
Northern Sky.
I don't know.
It's a wonderful song by the group. You know, the Sky at Night. It's the album, I think.
I haven't got a
There's
clue.
a new group. You play their song sometimes.
I probably
because
have. I don't know. I don't listen to
It's
stuff.
a very sort of laid back, but sounds like the Birds. Very nice song.
Oh.
Yeah, you play it sometimes. I think you've forgotten.
Well, Sam, I've got to go because Martin Hicks is up next.
Okay, have a nice holiday. Bye.
Ta-ta. Martin Hicks is up next.
Ian, how you doing?
I'm all right, Martin Hicks.
I bet you can't wait for your holiday, can
I
you?
cannot wait. It's
I
gonna
hope
be
you have a
awesome.
good one.
Thank you very much, mate. Cheers.
No, I was ringing out about the coolest place to live in from a film.
Oh, yeah, we're looking for houses and buildings and films and TV shows that would be good to live in.
Right, okay. First one for me was the fire station from Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah, that would be wicked. Yeah, I'll have some of that.
Bum pole. You know, Bill Murray is a flatmate.
Surely it's every man's dream. Let me correct that. It's every man's dream to have a fireman's pole in their house, isn't it? And hey, listen, it's some women's dream to have a fireman's pole, but that's a different thing altogether. But to have one going from whenever, if bloke moves into a house or a flat that's got 2 floors, every bloke has kind of looked up and down and gone, I reckon we could get a fireman's pole in there. And wouldn't it be wonderful to have in your bedroom?
Exactly.
You can slide down to the kitchen. That'd be wonderful.
Exactly. Just like the old Batman as well. You know, the 1960s one.
Yeah, and then the Batman one, it would go. That was it. I was trying to think, what's the one where it goes up as well, and it's Batman, isn't it? It's got like a little jet pad underneath, so it can fly. Yep. And his clothes would change, wouldn't they, when he went down? Of course.
That's exactly. How did they do that? And you used to accept as a kid, didn't you?
Yeah,
that's how it was.
He'd go down as Bruce Wayne, and he'd come out as the Batman.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah. Quick change.
Quick change.
Another one. I know I'm cheating a bit, but Blue Thunder. You could put a commode in, and you could put a sleeping bag in. You could actually live in Blue Thunder.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to think. Don't answer straight away.
Yeah.
Who would win in a fight, Blue Thunder versus Airwolf?
I've got to go with my heart. I've got to go Blue Thunder.
I'm with you, Martin Hicks. And yet there are these purists who go, well, no, Airwolf would... But Blue Thunder came first, didn't it?
I can't remember. It's very close, very close.
There must be a way of getting a computer simulation of a battle. Someone must be able to input the stats for Airwolf and the stats for Blue Thunder and actually have a battle and see who would come out the tops.
I've got to go with Roy Scheider.
Yeah, definitely, man. Because Jan Michael Vincent was always a little bit dull when he was looking for his brother St. John, who got lost in Vietnam.
He was a thingy. He was a major party animal, wasn't he? He died, didn't he?
Jan Michael Vincent's dead?
Yeah.
No.
He is, yeah. Check out his last one with the Big Lebowski. He was a barman or something in Big Lebowski, and he died not long after that. He was a real drinker.
No, was he really?
Yeah, it's a real sad. But Ernest Borgnine is still alive.
Hang on a minute, you're messing with my mind. You're telling me...
Honestly, Ernest Borgnine is still alive. He must be in his 90s, but Jan Michael Vincent died quite young. But 40s, 50s, relatively young.
Oh, that's
Sorry, I don't want to put a dampener on it.
You've ruined my holiday. I'm going to be sitting on the beach, and every time I'm enjoying myself, Jan Michael Vincent's going to pop up in my head.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
And Ernest Borgnine is still alive.
Think of the Borgmeister. Yeah, go with the Borgmeister.
Go with that. Let's just have a moment silent, shall we? Just bear with me 1 second, Martin Hicks. Hang on. Hang on a minute.
What?
Now, I'm going from Wikipedia.
Yep.
Which is nonsense, all right? Let's,
Yep. IMDb. How about IMDb?
Jan Michael Vincent is not saying that... Wikipedia is not saying Jan Michael Vincent is dead.
I'm telling... I'm positive. IMDb it. That would be a better way.
I'm IMDBing it. Hang on a second. It's Jan Michael Vincent. It's over... It's IMDb. Hang on, it's got the slowest computers in the world. Hang on. Internet Movie Database. We're here. Let's have a little look. Jan. It's weird, isn't it? Blokes called Jan as well. It's like Jan and Jan and Dean, and Jan and Dean sing like girls anyway. But
my brother used to think it was called Jean-Michel Vincent.
That's the funniest thing I've heard in ages. He's not dead.
I'm positive.
Line 2?
Hello.
Do you know about Jan Michael Vincent?
I know a little bit about him.
Is he dead?
I think he is. He did die about a good 10 years ago, I reckon.
No, he's not. He's not. He made a film.
Thank you. After Big Lebowski.
He made a film in 2002 called White Boy.
Well, I mean, it was 8 years ago.
But Lebowski was after that, wasn't it?
No, Lebowski was like 96 or something, wasn't it?
Anyway, I just plugged in who would win Airwolf and Blue Thunder.
Yeah.
And there's a page on Facebook.
Right.
Which I just joined, and it hasn't told me who yet. So.
Oh, okay. Well, when you know, could you let us know?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much. Are you sure he was in Big Lebowski? Because I'm looking at IMDb.
Yep.
And it's not mentioned in Big Lebowski.
You're joking. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Thinking of the right
he was
person.
Like
Hang on.
I'm
Line
positive he was like a
three.
barman.
Line 3. Do you know about Jan Michael Vincent?
Yes, he's still alive.
He is alive. Was he in The Big Lebowski?
No.
Right. Hicks. You are you're one of these. I bet you watch Short Change and go on about 9/11 and saying that was an American conspiracy. You're a little.
No, I don't. But my workmate does. My workmate does.
You are a little stirrer. You're banned for the next 2 weeks. Banned for the next 2 weeks. Unbelievable. Well, everyone, the Michael Vincent family, the Vincent family, you have my sincerest apologies. It turns out Jan Michael Vincent is not dead. He's alive and well. And he wasn't in The Big Lebowski. Hey, talking of overrated films, Big Lebowski. It's rubbish, isn't it, really?
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Dave coming to you next. Then Maria and Ken. Cougar Pammy, look. Robert, and we got Alex, and we got Aaron. It's a busy night tonight. Last 35 minutes of the show. Hey, hey, hey! Hello, some of that.
Closer to
the edge. Dave Beer.
Call me Dr. Worm. Good morning, how are you? I'm Dr. Worm. That's your bitter thing. I'm not a real doctor, but I am.
I'm a real worm. I am an actual worm.
I live like a worm, and I like to play the drums. I think I'm getting good, but I can handle criticism. I'll show you what I know. You can't tell me if you think I'm getting better on the drums. I'll leave the front unlocked 'cause I can't hear the doorbell. Corey Haim is dead.
I'm laughing not at the news, but at the way it was delivered. Thank you, Dave Beer.
You're welcome. Have a great holiday. I'd like to live in the house on the Money Pit after it's been done up.
I was going to say the House of the Money Pit, but I couldn't remember what the film was called. That's a great house.
It's a nice house when it's finished, not when it's...
No, not when it's gobbling money up. Because Corey Haim is dead, and he was in the Goonies, was he?
Yeah.
I'm getting confused now as to my child actors. What?
There's the two Coreys, Lost Boys...
Yep.
Goonies. Oh my God, you made me doubt myself now.
No, I don't know if Corey Haim is in the Goonies.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. I've got to go to IMDb.
Well, he's brown bread anyway.
Okay, so whatever film he was in, hang on, the Goonies, aka Dodge Scallagant, Corey Feldman. There ain't no Corey Haim. Fail, Dave.
He's dead anyway.
Well, thanks very much for the news, Maria and Ken.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry to keep you waiting so long.
Yeah, all right, Lee, how you going, mate?
I'm going all right, Ken, how are you?
Yeah, we're all right, babes.
All right, babes. Are you getting it on tonight? Are you making sweet, sweet love?
Yeah, of course we are.
Fantastic.
Every
In
night.
a variety of positions, some of which are illegal in various states in the United Americas.
Yeah, well, I'll keep it polite.
Exactly. Oh, that's a tight squeeze. Yes, Maria, what can I do for
The
you?
reason I rang you, right? You
Yes.
know that 15-year-old kid that rang you up?
Yes, I do, yes.
Right. All I've got to say to them is, like, learn and grow up. I've been there, done that, got the T-shirt.
Yes.
I mean, I'm training to be a counsellor. I've been inside. I've done 32 rec.
You did what, sorry?
32 rec for a murder charge. And, like, it was all down to drugs and drink and stuff. And you have to grow up and get apart from that.
Yes. What's a 32 rec?
It's a life sentence, and they give you a recommendation of how long you actually have to serve.
Right, okay. And so how long did you serve?
Well, basically, I won an appeal.
Yeah.
And I done 8 out of it, basically.
Okay.
But that was down to, like, husband and wife situation.
Yes. Would be.
And, well, I actually won my appeal. But if young kids think that, like, drugs and drink is the answer, then they're totally wrong.
Well, in all fairness to Will, who called in, he didn't at any point say that drugs and drink were the answer.
No, but then he's standing there thinking that he's a smart ass, and he's not.
They're copying your words.
No, Karen, they're not copying her words. It's an echo playing 7 seconds later.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I've just asked him to turn it down.
I think it's confusing him. And you're training to be a counsellor, are you?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a PhD. Can you turn that down, please? Sorry, babe. Ken, turn it down, love, please.
I'm actually scared, genuinely scared.
Sorry, Lee,
That's all right, Maria. Maria, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah, of course you can. Anything, far away.
And I don't want to dwell on it too much, because I don't want to upset anybody who may be listening, and it's a very sensitive question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you murder someone?
Yes.
Okay, then we'll leave it at that, I think, but thank you very much for your call.
No, I just wanted to say to people, but there's other people, you know what I mean?
There are, exactly. Maria, thank you very much. As hesitant and as reluctant as I am to cut you off, thank you for that. Can we just, let's just gather our thoughts for a second, shall we? Let's go to Robert. Good evening, Robert.
Good evening.
Steady.
Yeah.
Yeah, what can I do for you, Robert?
I was... What can I say? But I was going to... on a lighter note... Talk about holidays.
Hooray! Can I just say, I don't know... I don't know what to say after that, and I don't want anyone to think I was treating that flippantly, or I just wanted to make sure I heard what she said.
Yeah.
And if anyone was upset by that or offended, you have my sincerest apologies. And I know, and I just I didn't know what to say. Had to get out of that situation there.
Yeah. Well,
so
hey.
Apologies to anyone. Go on, Robert. Let's not mention exactly what she said again.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I just want to express the thoughts of peace and love to anybody who was upset by that, who was affected by that, and I literally didn't know what to say there. But if anybody was offended, you have my sincerest apologies, and of course, the sincerest apologies.
You don't need to apologise to me, Ian.
I'm not apologising to you, Robert. I'm apologising to anyone out there who may have been offended. Anyway, Robert, yes.
Holidays.
Yes.
Where have you been?
When?
You were saying you were going on holiday.
I'm going on holiday in an hour.
And in 1 hour.
Yes.
And in 10 days.
Yes.
I'm going back to Egypt.
Well, there you go. Fantastic.
Now. Again, I was going to go for... Yeah.
Yep.
Other holidays I've been on, Corsica.
Yes. Have you been to America?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been to India?
I haven't been to India.
I've been to India on holiday.
I would love to go to India.
Is it very hot?
Yeah. And sweaty.
Yeah. Well, Robert, thank you for letting us have a little glimpse into your world. The last 10 minutes. Odd. Huh? Hey, it's a phone-in show, and there are all kinds of people out there listening, taking part, and calling in. Life's amazing, isn't it?
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Oh, that silly song always finishes too suddenly for me. How am I supposed to know? Hey? For goodness sakes. Last 15 minutes of the show. It's been a good one, hasn't it? There have been some odd bits, if I'm completely honest. There have been some odd bits that have caught even me by surprise, but The end is in sight. Again, if I can just say to anybody who may have been offended or upset by anything you heard in the last 15 minutes, you have my sincerest apologies. It's not the intention of this show to upset. It's to entertain and make you think. It's certainly not to cause upset, and I hope nobody was upset by anything that may have been said. And I hope you think that I trod around those things as delicately as possible. And if I didn't, I'm sincerely sorry. Let's go to Cougar Pammy.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Pammy. How you doing?
Well, I'm all right, but I want to tell you what happened to me last night, because last night something really good happened to me and something really bad happened to me.
5 young men took you home and they didn't make love to you.
Oh, that would have been good.
Yeah.
Or not, no. What happened was I went to Coco's for a taping of a television show.
Oh, yeah.
And while I was in the queue, and then I had to get to the clipboard man to tell him my name, two people recognised my voice as being Cougar Pammy.
Oh, no, really?
Yes. And then when I went inside, and I was inside, somebody else heard me talking to my friend and said, "Are you Cougar Pammy off the Iain Lee show?"
How
and I
weird
was
is
having,
that?
I was having my picture taken with people and I felt like a celebrity.
So was this for the iTunes Festival thing? Is that what that
No,
was?
no, that was it's a Patrick Kielty comedy show, which is going to be aired tomorrow night.
Okay. And now, these people that recognised you, were they hot young ladies or were they weird, geeky men?
No, gorgeous young man who was attached to a woman.
Okay.
Which was a bit of a pain in the ass, 'cause I would have had him. Oh, he's gorgeous. And he's, anyway. But then anyway, you know they put those wristband things on you, don't they?
Yes,
to get you in.
they do.
Well,
yes.
this is what happened to me. Firstly, I got the night bus home, but that's not the bad thing. That was quite an experience.
I haven't done it for a long, long time, the night bus. It's hideous.
It was hideous, and because I sat on the very back seat and didn't realise the engine's underneath and my bottom's getting very hot.
Very hot on those back. I feel a bit sick on the back seat.
I did. I felt a bit woozy, but I had to wait till nearly home before I could get off the seat to find a cooler seat.
Yes.
But anyway, the bad thing that happened was I came home and I had a couple of sherbets. And I was trying to get this bloody wristband off, and I was using my nail scissors, and I slipped and went through the palm of my hand.
Oh! It didn't go right through and come out the other side, did it?
No, that would have been comedic effect, wouldn't it? No,
amazing,
but I had to go to the doctors this morning, and even he said, "Why didn't you go to A&E last night?" I said, "I'm not going to A&E."
I'm a tough Aussie, mate. What do you think?
No,
we do this every day, mate.
Well, I had a couple of scrunchies wrapped around it, trying to keep it all together. And then he looked at my notes and said I hadn't had a tetanus shot since '91, so I had to have one of them. So my right hand and my left shoulder's killing me now.
Oh, the old tetanus shot's never fun.
It hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, it hurts. Now, the other thing is I'm going to see Barry's show next Thursday.
Okay.
And I have a spare ticket, and I am willing to give it free of charge to a potential new boyfriend aged between 25 and 35.
Oh, jeez, you are so desperate, Pammy. You're actually giving tickets to shows.
I'm not, Ian.
Well, Pammy, listen, may I suggest you go on the Facebook page?
I think they'll Facebook me now they've heard this.
I think they might do, but listen, I'm not going to get involved in fixing you up, because who knows what could happen, Pammy, for goodness sakes. Go to facebook.com/Iain Lee Show and sort it out amongst yourselves, you lot. Alex is in the Harpenden. Good evening, Alex.
You're right, Ian. I bet you're glad you're going on holiday now.
I cannot wait to go on holiday.
Well, good for you. I've got a little silly tattoo story for you.
Okay, yes.
First of all, why would someone have Too Fast, Too Furious out of any film you could possibly pick?
It's an odd one to pick, isn't it?
It's a terrible film.
Yeah, I mean, I've not seen it, but I saw the poster and that was enough to put me off.
I watched the first two. Those are 4 hours of my life I'm never going to get back, let's put it that way. But yeah, one of my friends, he's got a really quirky sense of humour.
Yeah.
And I was hanging out with him when he came back from Leeds the other week.
Okay.
And he was just talking about some of his experiences up there and went, "Oh, you haven't seen my new tattoo, have you?" So he showed me. You know, on close, there's that little Do Not Machine Wash logo. It's a square and then a circle and an X.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah, he got that tattooed on his butt. Just to make people laugh.
What? Okay. That's an odd thing to want to get done, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's the sort of person he is. I actually said, "Why the hell did you do it?" And he went, "Thought it was funny."
He might as well have got on his chest, you know, the wool logo, which is like three kind of swirly things. It's on the same little the washing instructions, and it's like a triangle made of swirly strands of wool.
Oh, I think I know the one, yeah.
He might as well have just got that tattooed on his chest.
You know what? I'll tell him next time I talk to him.
Alex, you go and suggest it to him, and I bet he'll do it. Thank you for that. Let's go to Aaron. Good evening, Aaron.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. That's very good. I got a cage for my goldfish today. It keeps leaking. It's not going well, is it? Anyway, I spoke to Radio 1 DJ Greg James a few days back, and he said he liked the 11 o'clock show and Rise. He's a fan of yours. Barry's funny, and I'm mental.
I don't know who Greg James is. I'm sure he's a lovely chap, obviously, and he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Well done, Greg James, for knowing what you're talking about, but I don't know who he is.
Huh.
I don't listen to Radio 1, Aaron, because I am over the age of 16, so it doesn't really, it's not really aimed in my direction.
I suppose so.
No, but send my best to Greg James, and if I ever see him, I'll buy him a poison lemon.
Could I do my Barry from Watford impression?
If you feel the need to.
Right.
Okay, he does, yeah.
Hello there, me and Margaret are gonna get banky and have a game of blink to blink. Can I say my catchphrase? It's 019232. Don't touch that fader. 5671 at the Watford Palace Theatre. Night.
Well, there we go. Isn't that delightful? That's Well, look, we find ourselves here with 10 minutes to spare and no callers on the switchboard. Would you like to come on the radio? You can do. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. If you dial up now, we'll take some calls straight to air. Eloise in here, so we can do what the hell we want, kids. Before Mark Crosley at 1. 0330 123 1215. Press button 1 and then wait. And I may answer the call. If you've never called in before, now's a very, very good time to do it. You can phone in and talk about any of the stuff we've talked about already. Or you can just make a noise down the phone. Do whatever you want. I'm not here for 2 weeks, so probably a good time to do it. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello there, it's Chris from Crayford.
Hello, Chris.
It's been quite by surprise, because I've the radio on and everything else.
Well, you're an amateur. You're a goddamned amateur.
Yeah, but I've quickly muted. Oh, wonderful. Oh, wasn't that a call and a half? I went quite red.
Well,
it was wonderful.
Yes. Let's move on from that, I think.
Let's move on from there. Yes, I get it. Something about tattoos.
Yes.
I don't know. I've not met anybody that's got one of anything to do with films, but I had a gym teacher, PE teacher, when I was at school many years ago.
Yes.
And he must have had it when he was a kid or something. But he had a bald head, and he had like land masses tattooed on the back of his head, like continents.
Continents.
Yeah.
On his head.
On his head, looked like a map of the world. But he'd done it so long ago. It all like merged and faded to like horrible green.
Yeah.
That all tattoos go to.
That's a brave thing for a teacher to have on his head.
Yeah.
Because kids are going to rip him to pieces because of that.
Yeah, it's weird. You look at it and you're never quite sure what it is, because it wasn't like a sharply defined tattoo. It must have had it years and years and bloody years. But you look at it and think, yeah, that's Africa and England and everything else. It just looked really, really odd.
Chris, how strange, indeed, how very, very wrong. Let's go to line 9. 9, you're on the wireless.
Bum tit, play your willy banjo.
There we go, thank you very much. You see, he's got the hang of it. He's got the hang of it, that lad there. He knows exactly what he's doing. Line 8, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, who's that?
This is Iain Lee, who's that?
Hello, Ian. Are you on, is it the bloke on the radio, is it?
This is the bloke on the radio, yes.
Hello, mate. All right. Anyway, that bird, terrible impression of people from Watford, really.
She didn't do a great one, did she?
Well,
she's only young, though.
No, but people from Watford we don't talk like that, really. I feel a bit, and that bloke you keep having on from Watford and whatnot, I mean, it's a bit disheartening, really.
Yeah, I know. I've been listening to his act for 6 years, I know exactly.
Oh, right. Is it the truth that it is an act? It's not like people from Watford, is it?
No, his name is Barry and he lives in Watford.
No, he doesn't, really.
His name is Barry and he lives in Watford.
No way, does he?
Why not? His name is Barry and he lives in Watford.
No, but nobody knows Barry from Watford.
Who's that?
My missus in the background said, I know Barry from Watford. No, I'm not going to...
Let me talk to your missus. You're an idiot. Let me talk to your missus.
Excuse me.
I'm
not an idiot.
You're an idiot. Let me talk to your missus. Thank you. Thank you, madam.
Yeah.
Hello, darling.
Hello, love. He's bonkers, isn't he?
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. No,
Barry from Watford is also on Radio 2.
I know. The little harlot that he is.
Yeah, he is.
But his name is Barry, and he lives in Watford.
He does, and he's also on Radio 2. I agree with you, babe.
Thank you very much, babe. I like being called babe. It's a bit common, it's a bit tarty, but I like it. It makes me feel a bit dirty, which is good. Line 7.
Hello.
Hello, line 7.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you the presenter?
Yeah, I am the presenter, yes.
I just realised I'm calling in on a different number.
Oh, is this
and you
Kitty?
might not know who it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
hi.
there we go. Yes, hello, Kitty. This is the presenter.
Hello, the presenter.
Have you got your job yet?
No, I haven't. I've got to ring them back.
Okay. And do like a test. You've got to see if you can make some bloke...
Explode.
Yes, and then you get the job.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, that sounds like fun.
Oh, you're really quiet on this phone.
That's your problem.
I know. My mobile battery died. I've been travelling today.
Oh.
I went on holiday to Essex.
Oh!
Which isn't quite as glamorous as Greece, but...
No, Greece isn't really glamorous once you get there. They're bankrupt, for God's sakes.
Have you been to Essex?
Yeah, okay, point taken.
Okay.
Well.
I heard earlier on you were talking about tattoos.
Yes, we were doing a tattoo. We were mentioning tattoos after I saw someone with a Too Fast, Too Furious tattoo on his neck.
Oh, tasteful.
Yeah, it was.
I missed the first 2 hours of the show. So...
Oh, I hate you.
Well, I hate you more.
Okay, that's fair enough.
All right, we're equal. On this forum that I sometimes frequent...
Yes.
Someone posted a link to a page with, like, the 10 crappiest geek tattoos or something.
Yeah.
It was quite funny, like, some of them were terrible, and there was one that was, like, black Pac-Man dots and a black Pac-Man going around the top of someone's arm.
Oh, jeez.
We were all having quite a laugh about it,
Yeah.
and we all found it quite funny.
Then you
until-
realised it was your arm?
No, one girl went, that's my boyfriend's tattoo.
No way!
Yeah.
Oh, but why would you have a black Pac-Man? I'm not being racist. Don't! Don't! Someone will, though, Kitty. You know someone is now going, oh, he's done it now! Where's that Ofcom email address?
Well, Pac-Man's yellow anyway,
Pac-Man
isn't
is
he?
yellow.
He should be yellow, it's just wrong if he's any other colour.
Of course it is. Well, no, hang on a second. Thank you, Kitty. Let's go to line 8. You're on the wireless.
Yeah, okay, look, this guy Barry from Watford, his name is not Barry, man. That's ridiculous. I'm born in Watford. I've lived in Watford all my life. There's no way that guy is called Barry.
Thank you very much indeed. That was a very funny call. Made me laugh. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Yes, you're on the air.
Oh, hello?
Yes, you're on the air.
You're on the air now?
Not anymore, no. Let's go to... 1, you're on the wireless.
Yeah, Ian, I had 24 yogurts last night.
Oh, yeah, now you're mullered.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Line 2, you're on the wireless. A little bit louder next time, will be. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hiya.
Hello.
Robert here.
Hello, Robert. Oh, you're the guy that pauses a lot.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, okay. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Hello, babe.
Hello, babe. It makes me feel dirty.
Have a good holiday, babe.
I'm going to have a lovely, fantastic holiday. Thank you very much.
God.
Oh, dear. And the last call of the last ever the last 3-hour show at the moment. Line 5.
Hello, Ian, it's the inventor Noel Taylor.
You've got
and
10 seconds.
I've got the best invention ever. It's an electric road.
There we go. We'll leave it to that, shall we? Dear listener. Eloise, thank you very much for everything.
Bye!
There we go. Right. That's it. Back in 2 weeks. My wife, my 6-month-old son and myself are going to go on holiday for 10 days. Have fun. Mark Crosby up next. Ta-ta!